Hey, it's Nat from the Hampshire Refillery. Just a video about the super concentrated cordial that we now sell, just to give you an indication as to how economical it is. So here we go. So we get the cordial in a bag and box. The bag goes back for recycling. The cardboard is obviously recyclable itself. The bag is washed and refilled, and we pick it up when we're doing deliveries in that area. So it's so closed loop, it's unbelievable. I'm going to compare it to a supermarket own brand bottle of squash, and I don't feel like I'm Blue Peter or QVC at all right now. I've got one of these Calpol medical dosing cups, so you all have these whenever you've had any medicines. So these glasses are 300ml, and what the company recommends is you have 15 parts of water to 1 part of squash. And all I'm doing is showing you this visually. Obviously you won't be measuring this out when you're at home, but if you haven't ever tried a highly concentrated squash before, you might be used to going for it and then having a really strong squash that you might not be used to nor want to be drinking or want your children to be drinking, for example. So this is just to show you how far it can go. It's 20ml of high cordial. It's obviously sunk to the bottom because I put the water in first. I don't know about you, but I normally put my squash or my cordial in first. And then 20ml of... Okay, so that's 20ml of each. It's quite heavy because it's obviously highly concentrated. I'm going to do the taste test. So that's really watery, the supermarket own brand one. Wow, and that's much stronger. That's like jelly, you know, the strength of jelly. So the point I'm trying to make is 20ml of each does not give you the same effect, and then it comes down to your taste preferences. And so what I'm trying to make sure is that you don't waste your money. And so if you're buying cordial from the Hampshire Refillery, it's about just doing a taste test that first time around to understand what do you like, what's to your taste, so that you know roughly, like we all do, is where to start with your cordial on the glass. And the only reason I'm doing this is back in the day, when I used to have the corporate job and commute to London, I didn't really understand plastic waste. I used to buy lots of those highly concentrated little Robinson's squirty things to put in my water bottle, and lots of plastic, it was awful. Anyway, I learned the hard way. I squirted way too much. I tried to put in as much as I normally would do with my squash, and I just don't want you to have the same experience. I've been working on the maths behind the scenes. Co-op, for example, say that I should use 50ml. As you remember, my measuring cup was 20ml. So 2.5 times of that, 200ml of water. So for my glass, I'm going to keep this simple. You should be using 75ml for a glass of water that size. Okay? Don't worry about the numbers too much, I'm just letting you know I've done the arithmetic behind the scenes. This is also 1000ml of the Hampshire Refillery's cordial, so both 1000ml. You only need to use 20ml per serving here compared to 75ml per serving there. Okay, so you get more servings per bottle out of this one than you do this one. The Hampshire Refillery's offering is £6.75, this one is £1.69, and so you immediately think, oh my goodness, the cost difference. But I put the maths on the website as well so you can see it. When you divide by the number of servings that you get on a 300ml glass of water, they both come out at 13p a serving. 13p a serving, and you're not buying more plastic. You are making a difference by showing what kind of world you want to live in, and the fact that, fine, manufacturers have brought plastic to us several decades ago as a solution to all our problems. Yeah, great, and that has made life much easier compared to 50, 60 years ago. However, it's no longer the solution now we're educated, and we need something else, and it needs to be affordable and reasonable. So when you decide you're going to buy this one, you are making a big statement about what it is that you expect. This is like any typical squash, so it's not organic. It is going to have preservatives in it, and as I've said on Facebook posts before, if you would like an organic squash, then Roots, the brand ROOTS, is the brand to go with. We cannot get it at an affordable price, Sainsbury's would be cheaper than we would be. So you might as well go to Sainsbury's. But what I will say to you is, because it's organic, you have to keep it in the fridge and it lasts about a month. So you have to know you're getting through it enough to obviously justify for the organic side. So I really hope that helps to explain the pricing, to explain the benefit, but also more importantly, if you do decide to get stuck in, then to make sure that you are being a bit cautious so you don't pour money down the drain, literally, and leaving a horrible taste in your mouth if you're not used to it. There are other flavours. We have apple and blackcurrant in today. The manufacturer has 4 other flavours available. If we see the apple and blackcurrant go well, then we will get the rest in. Things like lemon and ginger, grapefruit, elderflower, orange and lemon. And apparently 1 or 2 of those flavours are perhaps more for the adult palate and go very nice in a glass of gin. So